Alright, ungrateful earthlings, it's time to talk about something that's seriously overdue. I'm talking about the top 10 manhwa that desperately need an anime adaptation, like yesterday. From futuristic nanotech to ancient martial arts, these stories are begging to come to life on screen. So, let's dive right in. First up, we have Nano Machine. Imagine being the black sheep of a murderous cult, born with zero talent, and then, bam, your future descendant shows up, shoves some high-tech nanobots into your system, and suddenly you're the top dog. That's Jeon Yeon's life in Nano Machine. This guy starts out on everyone's hit list, but thanks to the nanotech upgrade, he's got a fast pass to martial arts mastery. With his new abilities, he's out to prove himself, take over the demonic cult, and maybe deal with a few family issues along the way. Fans of solo leveling will eat this one up. Picture the epic battles and sleek animation, a perfect recipe for a mind-blowing anime. Next, we have Demonic Evolution. Now meet on, humanity's greatest warrior, who wakes up 60 years after his death as the strongest demon in a human body. Talk about a rough reincarnation. With memories of his human life haunting him, An realizes that to escape his new monstrous fate, he has to keep evolving, aka fighting and surviving insane battles. Demonic Evolution brings the kind of intense, gritty fight scenes and existential crises that would make any anime lover's heart race. Coming next, we have Jungle Juice. In Jungle Juice, a whiff of bug spray doesn't just kill insects, it turns people into insect-human hybrids. Enter Suchin Jang, a kid who's part man, part dragonfly, and 100% determined to survive in this twisted society where mutated folks are shunned. He finds refuge in a college town for the insectophede called the Nest. With Tokyo Ghoul-esque vibes, this story's got everything: insane action, wild powers, and surprisingly heartfelt moments. In an anime format, the colors, insect abilities, and wild battles would make it a visual feast. Moving on, we've got the divine Twilight's return. Slaying gods and demons might sound like a dream job, but for Lee Chang-seon, it lands him on trial for his celestial crimes. Sentenced to death, he's offered a second chance by none other than Thanatos, the god of death. The catch? He's got to play by some pretty strict rules back on Earth and slay gods once more. This manhwa is a wild mix of humor, intense battles, and deep character arcs. If you love stories where the hero gets a do-over, this one's for you. Next, we've got Legend of the Northern Blade, the ultimate tale of revenge and redemption. Jin Muwon, son of a betrayed martial arts leader, grows up in isolation, training in secret. When he finally breaks free, he's out to avenge his father, restore his sect, and take down the corrupt elites that tore everything apart. This isn't your average revenge story, it's packed with character depth and philosophical questions. With anime-worthy fight scenes and an art style that's pure eye candy, Legend of the Northern Blade would be a surefire hit. Next, we have The Beginning After the End. This manhwa is a hidden gem you don't want to miss. The story follows a powerful king who spent his life fighting for his country. After being assassinated in his sleep, he reincarnates in a new world with incredible magic power and swordsmanship. Now, he's determined to live a fulfilling life. This manhwa is packed with action, adventure, and beautiful artwork that makes one crave for its anime adaptation. Next up, we have Eleceed. Created by the dynamic duo who brought us Noblesse and Girls of the Wilds, Eleceed is equal parts action and pure heart. It follows Jaiwoo, a kind-hearted speedster, and his hilariously grumpy mentor Kaden, who just so happens to be stuck in the body of a chunky cat. Their chemistry is unmatched, the action is explosive, and the humor is top-notch. An anime adaptation would be the perfect blend of heartfelt moments, high-stakes fights, and adorably ridiculous scenes. Next, we have Damn Reincarnation. In this manhwa, our main character is the dumbest member of a hero's party. However, he was the most loyal dude who knew his strength and weakness. Unfortunately for him, he died in the final battle while protecting the hero. He then got reincarnated in the future, as a descendant of the hero, only to find out that his companions didn't kill the Demon King, but instead had a peace treaty with the demons. For our MC, who was a genius even before reincarnating, he is determined not to waste this golden opportunity to become stronger than the hero. Thankfully, his current body seems way better than the previous one. This is an underrated manhwa with awesome artwork, even though the storyline is nothing new in the industry. Coming next, we have The Greatest Estate Developer. This isekai manhwa follows Kim Suho, a civil engineering student who gets transported into a fantasy novel and wakes up as the lazy, spoiled noble Lloyd Frontera. Rather than charging off to slay dragons, he starts fixing up infrastructure. Yep, our guy is here to build roads, bridges, and his own legacy. With laugh-out-loud humor, like gym-obsessed orcs and over-the-top facial expressions, the greatest estate developer is an absolute riot and would be pure gold in anime form. Lastly, we have the Executioner. This manhwa follows the story of our protagonist Seo Kang-yu, a hero who works in an era where villains are executed by the law. One day, his teams got done by a villain, and his older brother, who is an executioner of the law, got done by the same villains, sending our MC on a path of slaughter as he takes up the executioner job. Brutal, bloody, and beautifully illustrated, this manhwa starts with a bang and doesn't slow down. Watching it animated would be a thrill ride for sure. And that wraps up our list. Which of these amazing manhwas do you think deserves an anime adaptation the most? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe for more. Peace out.